Hello and welcome everyone to another unscripted video. So today I thought I'd guide you through my team building process, because as I said in the last video, I also participate in another Pokemon League, the Split Format League, and I pretty much got everything I wanted in the draft except for a Chaludon, which is really unfortunate because that was my whole team plan. But I picked Ogerpon Wellspring instead, so I think I got the best water type in the game right now. And nobody picked Kyurem, so that's good. I'm gonna just do my regular team building for my first opponent, and maybe you can take something from it. This is probably gonna be long. This is probably gonna be me rambling because I really have to think about this. I looked at the teams real quick, and from what I can see, the other squad, my opponent's squad, has a lot of counters to my strategy. So my strategy is obviously Rain, with Pokemon being very fast and clicking boosted water type moves. Unfortunately, my opponent has Galarian Slowking, and Galarian Slowking does a lot of things that Rain teams don't like. It can set up Trick Room, it can use the move Chilly Reception, which is a negative priority pivot move that also sets up Hail. It is very specially defensive, and it also has the ability Regenerator, which is one of the best abilities in the game. So, from what I see, my opponent is more the speed control than the Pokemon of my opponent themselves. Obviously, looking at both teams, the only Pokemon that is fast enough to outspeed anything from my side is Hawlucha, and Hawlucha isn't that great of a Pokemon. Pelipper, for example, takes care of Hawlucha easily. Zapdos takes care of Hawlucha. Miss Maggie is probably, I'm not sure about that, but Hawlucha is manageable. So what I'm looking at right now is Galarian Slowking and my opponent's form of speed control and how to tackle that. And right off the bat, I see Galarian Slowking as a lead for my opponent, because maybe they predict that I lead with Pelipper, and they lead with Galarian Slowking because Pelipper can't really do much to Galarian Slowking, and they can Chilly Reception out immediately, get rid of my Rain, set up Hail or Snow, it's Snow now, and have a safe switch into another Pokemon like Necrozma or Hawlucha or whatever. So, to counter this, when you look at the weaknesses of Slowking, Gala Slowking has Ground, Ghost and Dark weakness. Rhyperior could be a good lead, because Rhyperior is physically very strong. And to check that, we go over to the calc, type in Galarian, or rather Slowking, and go Galarian from there. We pick the defensive pivot OU set, and then we pick Rhyperior. Let's pick Choice Band Rhyperior. Choice Band Rhyperior is a bit excessive. I don't need that much damage. So Earthquake does a pretty okay amount of damage if my opponent is max defense. Rhyperior is actually a very solid lead. What else is Rhyperior good against in the lead matchup? Rhyperior doesn't like getting intimidated from Incineroar. It doesn't want to face Rillaboom. Gastrodon. Maybe AV Rhyperior. But what's my Stealth Rock setter then? I'd have to take Clodsire. And that's very dangerous because of Indeedee, Necrozma and Slowking. What removal do they have? They have Everlock and Hawlucha. Okay. Yeah, so Rhyperior is a Pokemon I would consider taking with me. However, with the, let's call it Psychic Spam, I see, I would consider Shiftry. And with the All-Out Attacker set and max defense, Knockoff has an 18% chance to OHKO, so what can we do to ensure the KO here? Knockoff is a must. And with 80 speed we... Okay, so the next threshold to 80 speed is Necrozma with 79 speed. And for starters, I'll go with Necrozma. This is Jolly Nature and max speed, so Necrozma's max speed is 282 and Shiftry's max speed with Jolly Nature. I have to pick Jolly Nature here. Is 284, so if I go with 248 speed, I can still outspeed Necrozma. Necrozma knows X-Scissor. That's very scary for Shiftry actually. Let's see here. Is the damage enough for Galarian Slowking with Jolly Nature? So if we put this to max, that's tough. Sludge Bomb is able to kill with the defense boosting nature. Okay. What moves do you have? You have Fake Out. Yeah. Fake Out? Fake Out. So 10% with a low roll, 12% with a high roll. With the maximum amount of physical defense and HP, I wouldn't be able to KO the Slowking with Fake Out and Knockoff. But Knockoff is my best Dark type move, and Life Orb is already the gives the highest damage boost out of all items without locking me into something. So I think Fake Out Knockoff, Fake Out Lead, Shiftry Lead would be nice. Does this thing learn Sucker Punch? It does. That's a whole nother story. I don't really need speed then. Okay, if I have Sucker Punch. Oh damn, Prism Armor is a thing. Necrozma. Prism Armor really sucks. This one receives air. It's the same as Solid Rock. It'd still be better to go for a knockoff then. But I see a weakness policy Necrozma. I think that's very obvious. Does this thing get agility or something? Oh, it gets Dragon Dance, right. That's not a good thing. That's actually not a good thing. Oh my god. Right off the bat, the first match is very not in my favor, actually. I have a way better matchup for other teams in the league, but this is a tough one. What else do I want to outspeed? I cannot outspeed max speed Rillaboom. Indeedee, of course not. Serendipity as well. I don't want to outspeed these Pokemon. I have to use Sucker Punch anyway, so I can just go full speed. So the next threshold I can hit is 60 with Incineroar. There's no way they play Incineroar fast. But if they do, how much speed do I need? Give me max speed Incineroar versus my Adamant. Okay, I need 180 speed with Adamant Nature. 180 speed with Adamant Nature. Now we go back. How much do we have left? We have 76 EVs left. We go to Slowking Galar. And if we use the 76, it's still over 50%. If we put it in here, it's only a 25% chance. So we put it in special defense. We go with Life Orb. And for Life Orb HP, it's best to have a 9 at the end. I explained why in the first tutorial video, but the math works so that 319 is the best. Well, let's say 9 at the end. XX9 is the best number for a Life Orb user. So we have Knock Off, Fake Out, Sucker Punch, and we can go with one last move. Probably just Leaf Blade. I don't see a better move. Scissor would be redundant. Trailblaze would be nice, because I could outspeed a lot of things after one Trailblaze. Do I need? Yeah, I'm not sure if I need it though. I'll leave it at Leaf Blade for now and use this as my definitive lead Pokemon. So now that this is my lead Pokemon, I can use Rhyperior as my Stealth Rock setter. Let's see here. What sets does Smogon have? Oh, this is an all-out attacker. This is Stealth Rock setter. I really like the Mega Horn on this. Do I need Covered Cloak? Not really. I could go with an Anti-Grassberry maybe. I'm not sure about that. Let's see here. Okay, I'll decide on Rhyperior later. First, let's see. I can't use Clotsire or Tentacruel as my special defense walls because obviously they are weak to Psychic. And this is a special attacker with Psychic moves. This probably is. This is. Does Serendipity have Psychic moves? I'm not sure actually. It doesn't. It actually doesn't. But just to make sure, the Slowking Gallo set and special defensive Clotsire. Let's go with Psychic. And with Psy-Shock, which one doesn't matter? Obviously Psy-Shock, but Psy-Shock. That's a lot actually, that's much. What else can I use as a special wall here? I could use Caesar. Caesar has 80 and resists. Zapdos has 115. That's a Zacian. Zapdos has 90. Maybe I'll go with Caesar. Because since it resists, Psychic, is immune to poison. It's a good Slowking counter. It also resists Bug for Necrozma. Has good defense, so I think I'm gonna play Caesar defensively. Okay, let's see here. I would really like to play it with an Assault Vest. But at the same time, using Sword Stance is a thing. That's an unfortunate downside. Maybe I'll just use it as a pivot user. So we have U-turn. Let's see here, U-turn, Bullet Punch, obviously. Signature move. Knock off close combat, do wing beat close combat, Terra Blast. I don't need to use Terra Blast. I can't use Roost when using Assault Vest. I don't really need fighting type moves. Knockoff is always good. Dual Wing Beat is very good as well because it's good against Halucha, it's good against Rillaboom. What's that, Terra? Avalok with Ghost, Fighting and Steel, okay. Close Combat could actually help me take care of Incineroar. That's very specific though, because Incineroar has Intimidate. I'll take another knockoff every day. And go with close combat for now. Okay. So since this is my special defense wall, I want to put everything I have into special defense. No, I don't. I want to use this. I don't need special attack at all. Are there any thresholds I need to hit? No. I'm faster than Incineroar without invest. Or even with 4, so I can put this into attack. So I can copy this, paste it into the calculator here. And now I can... This does absolutely nothing. And knockoff does so much, U-turn even does. Necrozma. That's physical, but I don't really care about this. What else am I scared of in this team? On this team, Incineroar, obviously. So we can check in Cineroar. Flare Blitz in Rain. Okay. I don't want to say in on Incineroar unless it's at about 50%. How much damage does close combat? Yeah, about 50% probably. Then close combat has a chance to kill at least. Alright, so, but since I'm picking Caesar, I need Pelipper. Maybe not a defensive set. Maybe I'll play a Choice Scarf. Obviously, Damp Rock is a thing. But I don't plan on abusing Rain that much. So maybe I'll use an offensive Pelipper Vision. Let's see here. Common items. Damp Rock, Heavy Duty Boots, obviously. Choice Specs. .95 special attack isn't really much. But we can look at the damage calcs. Pelipper, Rain Setter, let's go with Hydro Pump. Wow, this doesn't kill Incineroar. Insane. This Pokemon is insane. Necrozma is what I want to see. Hydro Pump does good damage. Doesn't do much damage back because I'm a physical defensive mon. At least physically invested. What about Phazandipity? I've never seen this Pokemon in a battle actually. How much damage do I do to Gastrodon? Okay, Hurricane. When it comes to down to this 101, I can spam Hurricane. Rillaboom probably just straight up dies. Yeah, Rillaboom dies. Even though Woodhammer is scary. And Rillaboom is faster than me. Than Pelipper rather. I also have U-turn on this. So I can spam U-turn on this team. Get in my check for whatever Pokemon is staying in front of me. Hurricane, Hydro Pump, Ice Beam. Solid coverage. Drizzle, obviously. I'm not sure. I think I like the Choice Scarf option. But physically defensive Pelipper with a Choice Scarf doesn't make any sense. I think I'll go with full offense. Okay. Let's see here with the Choice Scarf. Let's try Modest Nature first. What's the fastest one? Obviously it's Halucha. Unburdened Sweeper. That's very fast. And I am not very fast. I can actually outspeed Halucha. That's enough for me. 232 speed with Modest Nature. Modest Nature is a very good thing because I have more damage, obviously. Full special attack, and then I have 24 for HP. And I get an uneven number because I'm an all-out attacker and then I want to heal. That's Pelipper done. So Rhyperior is probably my physical wall from what it looks like. That's my special wall, that's my physical wall. So nothing that comes in does much damage. If I do what I want to do, actually. Rhyperior lacks recovery. So I have a gimmick in my head. So Lucha has this ability called Unburden. And as soon as Halucha uses its item or loses its item in this round, its speed gets doubled. Unless or until it switches out. And there's an item called Red Card that I can give to my Pokemon, and if Halucha attacks this Pokemon, it basically holds up the red card and Halucha is forced to switch out. And one way to play Halucha is either Focus Sash or a Seed. The I don't know what it's called, the Grassy Seed. So it raises Halucha's defense by 1. It obviously eats the seed or uses the seed, however it works, and gets the Unburden boost because Rillaboom has the grassy terrain. Indeedee also has the psychic terrain, which is another thing I could use. My opponent could use, sorry. But I'm not too keen on abusing any of these tactics, because when you look at the team, it has psychic terrain, it has grassy terrain, it has snow, and it has trick room. It has so much that I don't think I want to use something that they have, because it's so much. Yeah, Pelipper's done, Rhyperior. Do I want to play Red Card? What other Pokemon could play Red Card? Zapdos is a very good Pokemon for Red Card. It's also a very good Pokemon for leftovers. I still need removal and I still need hazards. So hazards are Rhyperior, Tentacruel is my removal. Tentacruel. Tentacruel is obviously a special defense mon, which is not very good for this team. Damn, that's a tough one. Do I play 2 special defense mons? Okay, I cannot switch Caesar into Typhlosion and into Incineroar, even in Rain. What else? What other sets does Tentacruel have? Defensive pivot, yeah, with rapid spin, flip turn, I see that. Rapid spin. Overall bulky. Maybe I go with the physical defense. But then again, physical is probably Rillaboom, but Halucha is also physical and Tentacruel resists it. And I can use Rain Dish, that's very good. That has synergy. I could use Black Sludge for longevity, but I would really like to make Red Card work, because if they play Unburden Halucha, Bullet Punch doesn't do much, and if Shiftry is still alive, Sucker Punch also doesn't do much. Let's take a look here. Okay, Bullet Punch does 30 to 40. and shift reset, copy. Sucker Punch does even less. So if they are faster than my entire team, there's nothing I can do about this. How much damage would they do to physically defensive Tentacruel? Okay, put away the item. A lot, actually. Okay. So, since I've Rain-Dish, I think I'll just go with the red card. It works. If that works, that would be really cool, actually. We definitely need Toxic. We want Rapid Sin, that's why I'm picking this thing. Does it have any form of recovery? Acid Armor was insane. I could set Toxic Spikes. They only have 2 poison types, Fast Intensity and Slowking. If they are dead, nothing can come in. Except for... Wait, doesn't Murkrow have Defog? It lost Defog! Right, it lost Defog in Generation 8 Dex card. So they only have Halucha as a defogger and Avalok. Avalok doesn't like to get poisoned as well, so I should play either Toxic Spikes or Toxic, not both. I don't think both is very wise. I'll just play Toxic Spikes. Toxic Spikes, Rapid Spin. Okay, you have 10 more special attack, which is not much. What else can you do? Hex, Hydro Pump, Mirror Coat, Sludge Bomb, Dazzling Gleam. Dazzling Gleam does something against Halucha. This is my Halucha switch-in. Chilling Water is also good if they play Physical Necrozma and Halucha, obviously. It's also boosted in Rain. Still doesn't do much damage probably, but... Chilling Water. Okay, this is the same as... Oh, it's minus special attack. It does the exact same as Flipton. Okay, I see. I will go with Chilling Water. Minus attack is good if Electivire comes out, even though this could be mixed. But the switch is probably Rillaboom. Tentacruel is really suffering from 4-move pool syndrome. He wants to run so many moves. Weather Ball and Rain is obviously super strong as a water type attack. Do I need water type attacks? Yeah, I do. Even though there's a Gastrodon. Oh, I could pick Giga Drain for the Gastrodon. That's very good. That's a thing I will do. But to bait out Gastrodon, I'd have to reveal the water move. Do I play Weather Ball or Surf? If they don't use Chilly Reception... If they play Chilly Reception, Weather Ball would give me something for Rillaboom. That would be pretty good. Rillaboom, Choice Band does insane amounts of damage. I'm still faster. And in Snow, Weather Ball doesn't kill at all. Okay, I could go for Sludge Bomb then. Does way more, which is good, but I'm missing the Water type move then. Maybe I don't go with the Water type move. No, I definitely want the Water type move. I'll go with the Water type move. I'll go with the neutral Surf. Yeah, Surf is fine. Rain Dish is good, and then I'll go with full defense, full HP, plus defense nature, minus attack, and then go 4 in special attack or something. I want even HP, because obviously I want to heal. And yeah, that should be fine. I mean, I switch into hazards, so maybe uneven is better. I'll just go with the even HP. Also here I want uneven HP. This is good. Rhyperia is my Stealth Rock setter. Do I have any others? Clotzer is a Stealth Rock setter as well, which is very defensive. But in case they play Trick Room, I have to prepare for so many things, man. Okay, the next threshold to Rhyperia's Avalok in terms of Trick Room, because Avalok is the slowest Pokemon after 40. Do I Speed Creep for Avalok? No, I don't. I play regular Rhyperia. Or I want to Speed Creep for Gastrodon actually. Okay, Gastrodon. And Rhyperia. So I want to be slower than Gastrodon in Trick Room. And I do this by giving it 20 HIVs in speed, so that in case Trick Room is active, I'm faster. Solid Rock is good, yeah. I want to play Stealth Rock, that's what you're here for. I don't want another physical defense wall, do I though? No, I want to play you as a bulky offensive dude. Why does this have 0? Eight in special defense. You can't play Assault Vest. What else can I play with? Draft utility moves. Oh, also Raw Dragon Tail, that's very good to know. Yeah. Resistance berries are probably very important. But I think Rillaboom will kill regardless. Let's see here. Rillaboom, Choice Band, Grassy Glide. Oh, it actually doesn't. What's the... I don't know what the grass type berry is called. Let's see here. Rock type, Steel type, Flying, Fighting, Flying, Dark, Dragon. Fire, Water. Rindoberry, yeah, right. Rindoberry. I can actually survive a Grassy Glide, but Rillaboom doesn't have to use Grassy Glide, it can just use Woodhammer and one-shot me. That's not cool at all. Okay, definitely want Mega Horn. One step earthquake for sure. Is there anything crunch? Is there anything I haven't covered yet? Murkrow probably, but I don't care. I really care about Murkrow. I feel like a status move would be the way to go here. Rock Polish, not really that good. Sword Stance. Sword Stance could be... Okay, I could... If they lead Trick Room Slowking, I could Sword Stance. And then maybe Trick Room Sweep, but that's wishful thinking. I really like Raw, because I could probably stomach a close combat from Hawlucha. Oh, I definitely can. So I have multiple options to get rid of it. And if I play Raw on this, I could give Tentacruel another item. Black Sludge, for example, so I heal double the amount each turn. That would be huge, actually. That would be very good. I think I'll do that. Because red card is still a gimmick and I would still have to get attacked. And since Rhaperia is that defensive, I can switch into a Hawlucha, no problem. Can I still switch into a Sword Stance Hawlucha? No, I cannot. I mean, I could technically. Maybe it's a 50% chance. I'll go with the Raw here. Because even I still have to do something about the Hawlucha. I mean, that comes next because I want to pick Zapdos as my last Pokemon. I really love to take Mienshao, because I would have another U-Turn-Mon or Beartic. But I think I need Zapdos' electric moves. Let's see about that. What can I give you? Rocky Helmet would be good. Yeah, Rocky Helmet sounds good. And what does Beartic do? I mean, I know what Beartic does, but what does it do against this team? It doesn't have electric type moves, which sucks. It has good coverage for the rest though. It has good coverage for Rillaboom. It has good coverage for Lucha. Does it have coverage for... It has theoretically has coverage for Gastrodon. It's almost too good of a pick not to choose here. But offensive Zapdos is also something very good, I feel. Okay, let's see what can Zapdos do aside from Thunder. Hurricane, yeah. Weather Ball, yeah. It also has a water type attack then, that's good. Oh, that's very good. Still nothing against Gastrodon though. Okay, so the only... I have two things against Gastrodon. These are Leaf Blade and Giga Drain. And other than that, I don't really have much. And the Ice Beam is very scary. I can switch Beartic into the Ice Beam. 24/7. Do I need rocks when I have toxic spikes? Because I feel like Rhyperias, they yeah, I do, because of Hallucin, etc. They take huge amounts of damage if they switch in. Also, Typhlosion loses. I don't think they'll take Typhlosion with them because of my rain. That's actually a tough one. I think I'll go with that Zapdos then. Because even though Bertic has better coverage, Bertic is very dependent on rain. And since I play offensive Pelipper, I'd have to switch Pelipper to using the Damp Rock. And since they can also set snow, I'll go with Thunder, Volt Switch, which gives me another pivot move, Weather Ball, Hurricane. Okay, let's see what else could I bring. I could... Roost is very important. Roost is very important, and Roost is more important than pivoting. Especially if they have a ground type move. So I'll just go with Thunder here. Static is a very good ability. Do I play... Do I go Ballsy Choice Specs? Heavy Duty Boots is actually really good. I think I'll just play Heavy Duty Boots. So they have Avalok as a setter, Gastrodon, Necrozma, okay. They definitely will play rocks. And with this, I don't have to care about rocks and I can switch in Zapdos anytime. Okay, I don't need that much speed against this team. What do we have? We have Electivire. Okay, I definitely want to outspeed Electivire. Typhlosion is probably scarfed if they take it, and I don't want to do the speed tie. I don't really care about this. If I'm slower, then I'm slower. But Electivire is something I really want to hit. Even though I can't do much against Electivire, but I can still switch in Rhyperia. I don't want to speed Electivire because I can't do anything against it, so I can... The next thing is Murkrow, which I don't care about. Oh, Serendipity, I forgot about that. Also Indeedee. Okay, I have to outspeed Serendipity. Serendipity. I don't know what this Pokemon does, but oh, it has a lot of special defense. Special defense wall. But Thunder probably hurts as well. Alright, so since this is a wall, I don't think I need to outspeed this. Actually, let's look at the Serendipity. It has Technician. Oh, it has Toxic Chain. This is so dumb. This has gotta be one of the dumbest abilities in the game. Oh, it's okay. It's a bulky pivot mon. Because U-turn has a chance to Toxic. Well, that's annoying. I can switch Tentacruel into this thing anytime. That's a good thing, at least. Why would you design this? Yeah, Toxic Chain and Venoshock is very... I hate this Pokemon already. Okay, if I switch in for Serendipity. So NTD is still very threatening. Indeedy mail. Yeah, that's Indeedy mail. Oh, I do good damage. I do very good damage. So if I get a high roll, I want to be faster. That settles it. Do I need? I probably need Timid Nature. Let's check with Modest. Yeah, I'm slow with Modest. I have to go Timid Nature. 216. 216 in here. Plus, minus, full special attack. And since I want to heal and don't care about hazards, I want to go even HP and put something into defense. Okay, another thing that you do in draft leagues is nicknames. But this takes time and I probably won't do it now. Oh, what did I forget here? I want to play Animate Nature for maximum damage. I have uneven HP, that checks out, yeah. I think I have a very good matchup for most of the teams in the league, except for this one. Team building is very hard for this. It's good for as an example, but we'll see how the fight turns out. So the other thing I could do is maybe replace Rhyperior with Beartic to have another rain synergy Pokemon. But I think I'm good for now. I need Shiftry because Slowking is very scary, Necrozma is also very scary, Hawlucha is also very scary, and Gastrodon. I think these four are the Pokemon my team is scared the most of. Probably Rillaboom as well. But I think I've prepared for most of it. We'll see how it goes on match day, I think. Yeah. Golduck isn't that good. Miss Magius, I could pick Miss Magius as well. But I think there are better options right now, at least. I don't want to hit Necrozma with a super effective move, because I know for a fact that's a weakness policy Necrozma. Yeah. I think I'll leave it at that. And see what the first battle of the season brings. I think I'll just go with that. The first team building is always the longest, because you have to look at all of your Pokemon, you have to look at what they do, the synergies, even though you already looked at that in the draft. When you build a team, it's something different. And you're often gonna be reusing sets after that. For example, the Pelipper set, I now have a Choice Scarf Pelipper set. I have this physical defensive Tentacruel. If I want to play Tentacruel physically defensive, I can just copy this set and put in other moves and stuff like that. So the next team building will probably be a bit faster for me, but I think that's it. So, since you play in Showdown, there's another thing I can show you. I'll call this SFL Week 1. And this way it's easier for you to find it. And then you just find your opponent and select your team and go from there. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's it, yeah. As I said, team building is very complicated against this squad, but yeah, we'll just see what it does on match day. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope this helped the people that wanted to know how I build teams. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video.